Welcome everyone back to V8s Online's live bridge of Race of Champions 4, proudly supporting the Cancer Council of Australia, presented by Direct Clutch Motorsport, Jay Kennedy and Stephen Sandman Clark for the final race from Brands Hatch. G'day mate.
G'day. It's yeah, we're in for a ripper race. Race of Champions never lets us down. We've had 3 cracking races, and now it's time for Star Mazdas around Brands Hatch. I think it's going to be an absolute ripper.
Yeah, can't wait for this one. This is going to be a fantastic race, this one tonight. We've just received word that the race will be reduced by 3 laps because we're running a little bit late from the extra cautions in the early race, so 22 laps, and of course compulsory pit stop as well.
Yeah, it's very cool, isn't it, that we're throwing a bit of pit stop action. Always a big favourite of mine when we do the V8s, and it's going to be a nice way of mixing things up a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to be a good race. It's a really, really fun track, Brands Hatch. I absolutely love the track. Unfortunately, we won't see it in the V8 or the Grand Am series, so we might have to come back and do something special next week, 13, I think, here, Sandman.
Why not?
I'm waiting to get pictures through, sorry guys.
Don't forget, it's last chance for anyone out there who is thinking of maybe making some donations to the Cancer Council of Australia, which is what Race of Champions is all about this season. Brilliant cause. Quite sure, I think the tally was somewhere over $3,000, I think, at this stage. So an absolute brilliant effort. I'm hearing about 3,500. So fantastic effort from everyone in the iRacing community and motorsport fans in general too. So a lot of people have dug deep, and if anyone wants to make any donations, every dollar counts. Please head over to our V8s Online website on Facebook, and yeah, you can click the donate button, and yeah, every little dollar counts. And big thanks to Chris for putting us all together, and such a worthy cause.
I'd actually thank a couple of people that have done some quite notable donations. Big thanks to Eddie Clemenco from Erebus Motorsport. She donated $500 yesterday for the cause, so big thank you to Betty. Big thank to King Springs. They've donated quite a substantial amount of money as well as Direct Clutch Services. John Emerson also quite a substantial donation. Nathan Britton as well. John O'Barry, I know those guys have all donated quite a lot of money, so big thank you to everyone who's donated. Great work guys, and it's for a really, really good cause. The final race brings us to this. Shane Van Gisbergen, well, we've heard the inside scoop, Sandman. Reverse top 10, so he'll start from 10th position.
After all that work absolutely cracking lap that we saw live here, we were on board with him for that entire lap. Back in 19th place, crossed the line with 4 seconds to go in qualifying, belts out an absolute ripper of a lap, puts it on pole, and now he's going to get the bad news that he's going to slip back to 10th place.
Yeah, standing start as well, so these cars don't get off the line overly well. They're not the best at low speed, but there are a few guys who worked that out quite quickly. But as we said, 22 laps. It was originally going to be 28 laps, sorry, so I've taken a few laps off, 22 laps. So that will make the race a little bit shorter. Looking around about a 35-minute race, 30-minute race.
The guys got their work cut out for them, haven't they? Like we said, compulsory pit stop. You don't have to take tyres. The guys will just be hitting up a splash of fuel and getting on with the job. But be interesting to see if Shane Van Gisbergen can get through the field. You know, hopefully there's not too much carnage in front of him, but it should be an absolute ripper. These guys have pulled out some blistering laps in practice and qualifying, and yeah, we're on target for a great race.
Yeah, I think he should be okay. The top 10 guys wouldn't be who he's worried about. I believe somewhere about where Daniel Bryan is where he'd be worried. Not back there though. Daniel's not here, I can say that now. Daniel will watch this later and then he'll be in bed crying because we've picked on him. Oh, I think I'm actually getting payback for the last time Daniel commentated a race that I was in.
Oh, well, that's fair enough. All's fair in love and war.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Three minutes away now. I believe Chris Osborne will start from pole from memory. Justin, Madison and Scotty, they're the ones that need to win this race and stop this run from Van Gisbergen. And they're the back of their mind, they're not hoping that something happens to Shane, but they need something to happen to Shane. not win this race for them to be any chance of taking home the Race of Champions crown.
Yeah, a couple of different records on the line tonight. Yeah, we touched on Shane Van Gisbergen. No one's been able to stop him so far for Race of Champions 4. He's taken 3 from 3, and tell you what, if he cleans up tonight, he'll obviously take his second Race of Champions crown and be the first driver to do a clean sweep of Race of Champions as well.
Getting the results from that up on my screen so we can go through the actual grid. Reverse top 10, we'll see Chris Osborne start from pole, and Justin Ruggie will start from second, Mitch Abril third, Brad Ryan fourth, Richard Hampstead fifth, Sean Kelly, Josh Muggleton, Madison Down, Anton De Pasquale and Shane Van Gisbergen in the top 10.
Wow.
That will be a fantastic battle up the front.
It's huge for Ruggier. Ruggier starting P2, down in 8th, Van Gisbergen 10th, and they're the guys that are all racing out along with McLaughlin for that top 4 overall points for Race of Champions.
If McLaughlin goes from not being able to see Shane Van Gisbergen at the start to only be a couple of cars behind him, he'll start from 14th. Terry Nightingale will be 11th, Christian Elwood 12th, Michael Fabian in 13th, Chris Tarrant will be 15th, Benjamin Rothberg in 16th, Matthew Hill 17th, Marlon McMullen 18th, John Emerson and Mitchell McLeod around at the top 20. We're only a minute away from the final race of Race of Champions 4. Cannot wait, boys.
Good little combo too, these Mazdas around Brands Hatch. A heap of fun. I have done a couple of laps, not knowing that it was going to be for Race of Champions, but and they're good fun. Nice little car to drive around here. Plenty of undulations, couple of bumps. You can cut a few corners, and yeah, these guys are going to have an absolute ball.
Yeah, for an open wheel car, they handle the bumps really well. It's an interesting car. Not a lot of cars that are open wheelers will handle the bumps like this does. Question, who in the field of professional drivers? I only know of 2. I believe 2. Would that be the right answer, Sam?
Yeah, professional as such, but then you've got others like the likes of Anton, who said, you know, he touches on that he does Formula Ford racing. We know Justin Ruggier's had a run in Aussie racing cars and all sorts. So, but
Madison Down does a lot of club days in his dad's Cobra.
Yeah, that's right. So there are a number of guys that are in this field that do have real race car experience, but I guess your professionals as such would be just Scott McLaughlin and Shane Van Gisbergen for tonight.
A lot of guys in the field, I could probably think of 15 names in the field that have had some sort of racing experience, whether it be karts or something else. So a lot of guys out there know what they're doing, know how to race. They're not all muppets like yourself and me, Sam, man, that have got no idea. Okay, like me. Sorry, I'll keep you out of that. I'm the only muppet here, I know. I'm waiting for you to say it. But
Nah, would never, especially on air.
no, that's what I was going to say. You're never on air, but as soon as we get the mute at the end and told we're off air, that'll be on. Now, Chris Osborne would have got a very, very big surprise when he's joined this race, knowing now that he's starting on pole.
Yeah, definitely be doing the happy dance in his racing rig.
And Justin will probably be just as happy, going from 9th to 2nd. Looking forward to getting a good start. Not an easy grid to get away off either. Actually, the outside line's a little bit easy. It's a little bit more flat. You get a better run into that first corner. Talked about that many, many times in the V8 Supercar Series. I've just been messaged again by John O'Barry. He's calling himself Brad Keselowski.
Here we go.
And we're off and running. Oh, sorry, I just lost my train of thought altogether. Sorry, guys.
Oh, Ruggier trying to have a crack around the outside.
Oh, it cut off!
Big incident at the start of this race.
Sean Kelly. Another spin as well.
Muggo's in the wall.
McLeod spun around.
Oh, is that Muggo's chance done? He's major contact there, and he's going to have his work cut out for him there if he hasn't got any damage.
Yeah, a bit of a racing incident. Both 2 cars into one. Unlucky there for Muggleton and Kelly. They might be okay though, because remember, this is a compulsory pit stop race. They'll be able to pit as soon as they come around, get their pit stops done. They'll get an automatic repaired car. There's a big crash on the back straight. 10 or 12 cars involved. Muggleton's involved again, unfortunately, but Bryant, Dylan Carroll, I can see involved. Lewis Dottermead. Cars everywhere.
While that's all happening up front, Chris
Caution's
Osborne's
out.
got himself a nice... Oh, we're hearing a safety
Oh,
car.
caution!
Has been,
Safety
they threw
car.
a safety car.
Oh, wow, did
All right,
not
buddy,
see
a
this
couple laps
coming.
by yourself there. How
So
to feel?
this should mean the pits, I think, will be closed at this stage. Although that they said it's open because the safety car's out, pit lane will be closed.
This changes everything again.
Wow, a major incident has taken out a number of cars here for the final race here at Brands Hatch for Race of Champions 4, and a safety car has been deployed.
Oh, I didn't see that coming. That's a real curveball. There was a lot of discussion after that race last night as to why they didn't throw one. There's some quite good reasons as to why they didn't throw one as well. But this time around, they've got a caution. Looks like Daniel may have ended his race. Daniel, what's happened, buddy? Unlucky big crash in front of you.
Yeah, I thought I missed it, and then yeah, I had to jump on the brakes and it snapped, and I got hammered, and then I was trying to take it back, and then just looking at it then, I'm just like, oh, I'll just tow it in because this thing isn't going straight, and I noticed that I think my back wheel is touching the top of my my spoiler there, so yeah, that's not good.
You'll be able to get it back out there though, because you will get a free repair.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, because I was just talking to Lewis, and I'm like, let's just take it easy because it's just going to be chaos at the start. So we did, and I think Lewis is damaged as well. He's trying to get back to the pits now.
Yeah, he was involved in it as well. He's got a lot of damage to the front of his car.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting, but yeah, that's racing, and these Star Mazdas are a handful, so I could see it was going to happen. But,
Not enjoying the car?
it's hard to get used to. It's like a more powerful version of the Skippy. Like, you've really got to keep your foot on the accelerator, and sometimes you're like going to a corner and you're like, is that too fast? And it's just awkward. But yeah, we'll get back out there once you get into a rhythm. It's all right.
Good luck, mate. Have fun.
Thank you.
Go ahead and give him hell.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll break another car for you.
No worries. Another one. Yep.
Now we're just hearing that the pits are closed. I think they're just going to wait for... No, they've seen cars.
There we go.
driving
Here
in.
comes. Yeah, the pits are now open. They can do their compulsory pit stop.
Oh, that's
So
a
in they come.
massive disadvantage. Chris Osborne,
Chris
is
Osborne.
still out there.
I think he's forgotten all about it.
Well, to his defence, someone has written up there that pit closed. So
Yeah,
maybe
Dave
he's
Ingston
just-
got a black flag penalty for
Oh, wow.
entering a closed pit. So he's asked to get his black flag cleared, and Chris Osborne stayed out there. Every other driver, except for John Emerson, have made their pit stop. Mitchell McLeod,
Oh.
James McKnight, and Lee Ellis also staying out on track.
So Ruggier comes out as one of
He's
those...
actually lost a spot to Richard Hampstead in the stop, Justin.
Wow, unbelievable set of circumstances. Chris Osborne will be absolutely kicking himself that he didn't make that pit stop, because effectively when we go green, don't know that we're going to see another yellow, but he's going to be a good half lap down.
Going on with Michael Fabian, might have got an end of line penalty for pitting under a closed pit, possibly. Not sure. Anyway, it looks like the lights are already out on the pace car, so we might go green this time by. Single file restart by the looks.
I just making sure. Wonder if Emerson and McLeod, now we're saying that they've made their pit stops yet, or is Hampstead the first one?
Just looking at the sheet, Hampstead is the first driver on track to have made his pit stop. So Osborne, Emerson, McLeod and McKnight yet to pit. And Lee Ellis, yes. They're the only drivers that have not made their pit stop.
Well, you got to feel for Chris Osborne, don't you? That he Yeah, maybe there was just a bit of miscommunication and didn't make his compulsory pit stop, so that's going to make his night real tough.
Here we go.
Green flag.
As we go green, so the race gets underway as we start lap 4. 22 laps at Brands Hatch.
Hampstead gets the move done on McLeod very, very quickly, as does Ruggier on McKnight. Looks like they're going to get through turn 1 okay. Like it's
Nice.
all clean. Matthew Hill's actually off into the grass. Or what's happened to him there?
Oh, big carnage down the back of the pack too. Just saw a number of cars. Looks like Marlin is involved. There's a couple of cars on their lid as well.
And it looks like Terry Nightingale been spun around. Anton De Pasquale involved as well, so that's ended Anton's race. Dylan Carroll in there as well. Oh, and De Pasquale's come back out on track, and I'm not sure who that was in the red car that he's taken Guy Leach. But that's ended Anton's race, but back up the front.
Oh,
McLeod!
Now McLeod, is it?
McLeod's around.
He's put it into the fence. He was in third place.
He put it in hard too. He's going to try and cut across the track and get into the pits. And he's going to spin again. Trying to get it across to get into the lane. And that'll probably end McLeod's race. He won't be able to even get it across the track to get it into the lane.
Yeah, I think he'll get a penalty there if he cuts across the paint there, so bad luck.
We will get it into the lane. John Emerson's come in to make his compulsory pit stop as well. So Richard Hampstead is your effective race leader after the pit stops have been completed. Chris Osborne is the leader. Justin Ruggie is in third. Lee Ellis fourth. Shane Van Gisbergen. Yeah, Lee Ellis actually a bit of a slide there. Dropping back through the field. Of course, he had to make his pit stop. Van
Nice little battle.
Gisbergen under attack, yeah, from down. It's a good battle here.
These guys mixing it up. Obviously, Shane's on the warpath. He knows that he's got a lot on the line. He's currently leading the overall points after taking 3 straight wins, and he wants to make it 4 from 4.
This position will be enough for him to get that 4th title as well.
Don't forget Osborne's still yet to pit, so there's another spot that Shane will make up. These onboard camera shots from Madison Down. Looking to the back with Shane Van Gisbergen. These guys battle out for 4th and 5th place.
Beautiful slide from Van Gisbergen. Madison actually looks like he's having his usual internet dramas.
Yeah.
Scotty Max moved up through the field, up into 6th. Lee Ellis has come into the pits after that damage from a little bit of a spin. Quite a long pit stop, actually.
Just how's this battle up front though between Osborne and Hampstead? We talked about that Osborne's still yet to make a pit stop, but the hammer's right there. He's really all over the back of him.
Hampstead looks like he wants to get this pass done. Awesome view from the back.
Give you some sort of idea of the undulations and bumps that these guys have got too with these cars.
Yeah, she's a rough track, but these Star Mazdas definitely can take it. Look, some open wheel cars, you wouldn't be able to even drive a lap of this track. But
it's getting close.
I think he locked up the rear.
Oh, here you go. He's got the inside. He's got the run there. A little bit of a moment there for Chris Osborne. The hammer will stick it up the inside. Osborne has to give it up on the wrong side of the racetrack, and the hammer gets it done.
Good move, Hampstead. Not over though, Osborne.
Oh!
Big comeback. He's
He's
going
got
to
a
be in
run.
front. Yeah, great run.
Oh, he's on the wrong part of the
Oh!
racetrack. He's on the outside though. The guys are side by side.
Oh, Osborne's around.
He's into the fence.
Oh, look out, look out.
Oh, on the back of the racetrack.
Oh,
Oh, Van Gisbergen
Whoa.
nearly got cleaned up.
Oh,
That car absolutely destroyed for Osborne. You can see front and rear damage. That is race over for Osborne.
unlucky there, Chris Osborne. Fantastic drive. Took a bit of a gamble. Wow. Get your breath back, mate. You're going to need to get go again. Here comes down on Van Gisbergen. Apologies, guys, we can't go to the replay because down is on the back of Van Gisbergen.
He's benefited from that little bit of toe there too. These guys do punch a bit of a hole and you do benefit from a bit of slipstream here, and that's exactly what Downs get. But he's also got genuine speed there over Van Gisbergen as well.
Yeah, look, notice Van Gisbergen's taking a very different line to what he was doing before. Back a little bit back. Mitch Abrill's actually got the move done on Scott McLaughlin, so Mitch Abrill now up into P5. McLaughlin back to 5th. Back to 6th.
So up front, it's Richard Hampstead over Justin Ruggier, Shane Van Gisbergen 3rd, Madison Down 4th, Mitch Abrill now 5th, Scott McLaughlin 6th.
Oh, here comes down on Van Gisbergen. He's right there.
He's having a look, he's all over the back there of Van Gisbergen.
Shane took a little bit too much curb a little bit earlier in the lap, and he's decided not to use as much, but that's allowed Down to close up this gap very close.
We're looking on board, we're on board with Shane Van Gisbergen, looking back to Madison Down.
But Daniel Bryant's out of the race. He's managed to clean up another car and put his car into the crowd, so he's decided that'll end his race. Oh, Shane, keep it on the track.
While this is all happening though, they are closing that gap, because that next couple of cars in front, that is Ruggier and Hampstead.
Last lap around, Van Gisbergen was 0.8 of a second faster than Justin Ruggier.
Oh, Hampstead's
Whoa.
got a moment, he's had a huge moment.
Hampstead's lost the lead. Ruggier's going. And Hampstead now will end up in this battle with Van Gisbergen and Down to a side by side.
Oh, Down on the outside. It's going to be hard work right there. He's still there,
keeps
hanging
it.
in.
Over under. No, backs out of it. This is an awesome battle from these guys.
The times last time round, Ruggier did a 21.5, Hampstead did a 22.3, Van Gisbergen and Down did a 20.7 and a 20.8.
That's unbelievable. The other guys in the race are doing 25s, 27s, 34s. These front four guys are absolute freaks. And Mitch Abrill as well, one of the fastest guys on track as well. Now the second through to 4th now separated by less than a second. Here we go.
So 10 laps down, 12 to go. So still plenty of time for these guys to get the job done, but it looks like a bit of a 4-car freight train up the front. These guys got it down, but I reckon the fastest one out of this pack is probably Madison Down. He's really been all over the back of Van Gisbergen. We saw that Hampstead had his fair share of dramas last lap round, so not all going probably the way that they'd all like, but Down still quite happy with the pace.
Oh, I think we've got our breath back now, mate. Oh.
It's good. It's really spiced things up. I thought that you know, the battle with Hampstead and Ruggier looked like they were going to pull away a little bit there, but it's really closed up over the last couple of laps.
Here comes McLaughlin on Mitch Abrill. Can't quite shake him. Managed to get the move done, but he can't pull away.
Check out this battle up front, down all over the back of Van Gisbergen. Van Gisbergen was actually the fastest car on track by about a tenth there over Madison Down.
So
these
Justin's
guys
lost
have
a bit
really
of
got
time in
pace.
turn 1 as well. He's dropped back a little bit.
It's like
Definitely
he's
going to be a
struggling.
four-way battle. Yeah, struggling for re-grip by the looks. Damien Butler, massive damage to his car. Actually rolled it there at one point.
He's Madison Down all over the back of Van
Oh.
Gisbergen, still harassing him. Not giving up. Oh, Van Gisbergen runs wide. Is this a chance
Oh,
for
here we
Down?
go.
He's up the inside. He's
Got
got
it.
the job done on Van Gisbergen. Nice
Capitalised
work,
on that
Madison
mistake.
Down.
Oh, look at how much track Van Gisbergen cut there to try. He's got a slow down penalty.
Slow down.
I thought he was a bit too aggressive there over that curb. It's
So a
cost him a
cut-
lot of time.
Yeah, a cut track penalty for Shane Van Gisbergen's had to roll right out of the throttle, and he's lost major time on these guys up front.
Now have a look at this battle now. This is for the lead. We're at the halfway point of the race. Justin Ruggier leading from Richard Hampstead, who's really loose under brakes.
Think about a dive? No.
Oh,
It's exactly what Madison Down wants to see. Sees these guys too messing about, you know, trying to have a bit of a battle. That's just going to close Madison Down on this battle.
we said before Van Gisbergen was the fastest driver on track. He'll catch this gap up within a couple of laps. We'll have our four-way battle for the lead again. Oh, look at
Hampstead.
the use.
Oh.
The alternate line getting a heavy workout.
He's got to be careful. Doesn't want to put those outside tyres on the grass too, because these cars, you only have to make a little bit of contact with that grass with the load and the speeds that these cars have, and you'll be spinning around in no time.
Oh, Hampstead.
on the grass.
Oh, that's not the quick way out there.
Oh, Van
Henley-
Gisbergen's had a big off too. He's run wide.
He's kept it together. Lucky to keep it off the fence, actually.
Oh, was he ever?
He was very close to that fence. Battle for 5th and 6th definitely isn't over either. John McLaughlin wants that 5th spot back from Mitch Abril.
Oh, it's getting nice and
Oh,
close. Oh,
here we
can
go.
Look at the inside here. Has he got the
Gotta
job
run.
done?
Yes, good move.
Oh, you got to be careful with these open wheel cars. You can't rub door handle to door handle like you can in V8s,
Oh.
what we're used to.
Something's happened to Richard Hampstead. Sorry guys, he's dropped back behind Madison Down. Just got it all wrong.
Yeah,
Down's got the run down the straight, yeah.
Yeah, he got real sideways, got squirrely, and Down capitalised, and full throttle went right round the outside of him.
Well, McLaughlin's off the
Oh.
road now.
He's got Abril. So it's Justin Ruggier over Madison Down, who's in P2. Richard Hampstead, P3. In 4th place, Shane Van Gisbergen. Scott McLaughlin now in 5th place,
Oh,
who's
Van
got past
Gisbergen.
Abril.
Whoa! And Van Gisbergen's lost the spot now. No, he hasn't. Sorry, that's a lap car McKnight. Oh, I thought that was McLaughlin who just got ahead. Van Gisbergen ultra loose through turn 1.
So lucky not to loop that thing. He's still
Oh.
struggling.
Yeah, I think he's worn those rear tyres out. There's nothing left of them, but he doesn't care.
Now Justin Ruggier definitely got his hands full now. Madison Down.
Oh, Muggo in the fence
Oh.
on the inside. A lot of damage to his car. I'm not sure who that is off in the outside.
That was Lee Ellis.
Yep.
Another TTR member there all getting involved.
Trying to slow down the leaders for Madison.
Oh,
Oh,
geez, no mucking about. They're right on the limit, aren't they? It's Ruggier over Down, over Hampstead. These guys
8
will
to
cross
go.
the line.
Oh, this is going to be a good finish.
Absolute ripper.
Oh, Justin! And Madison's run a little bit wide.
These guys, they're really having a red hot go. You can see down right all over the back. He's not letting Ruggier get an ounce of
Oh! Hempstead used all the AstroTurf plus the real grass almost into the dirt. Oh. And Van Gisbergen as well is being closely attacked by McLaughlin and Abril. We'll get to that battle in a moment.
Oh, you can see down. He's got a bit of a run here. Can he get up the inside? Ruggier covers. He uses the alternate line and just covers his line there. He knew down had a run. He's going to look up the inside. Doesn't want to close the door too much of this contact. These guys will fire off into the fence.
Take a breath, Sam, man.
You can't help but look at the action.
7 to go when they cross the line.
Oh, he's having a look on the outside.
Oh.
Not there. They don't want to lock wheels.
Oh, he squeezed him off.
The grass.
And here comes Hampstead. He's got a great run. This is what Race of Champions is all about.
Hampstead trying to look around the outside there. Ruggier got his hands full.
Oh, Ruggier.
Now down will get up the inside.
Down's up the
Hampstead, can he
inside.
get the job done?
Oh!
This is awesome!
Yeah, Justin's pulled a gap now and Down's up the inside. And he's got the move done.
Now he's going to try the over and under. Can Hampstead get a run around the outside? He's got pace down this long back straightaway, but he's on the wrong side of the racetrack. He's on the outside of Down. He gives it up.
He had no choice there. He had to give it up or else he'd end up in the grass. Justin's pulling away while these guys are battling too.
Yeah, it's just got a little bit of breathing space. That's exactly what Ruggier needed to do because I think out of the three, I think Ruggier is probably the slowest out of these three.
Now, Shane Van Gisbergen now is being attacked by Scott McLaughlin for 4th and 5th. It is on. Abril's dropped off the pace a little bit into Alice. Don't know if there was contact there, but that was very close. And Christian Elwood now is closing up behind Abril. 6 to go.
Oh, Down's had a big moment there, held on to it. I think there's some lap traffic just trying to get out of the way of these guys. That's really great sportsmanship because we've got a heck of a battle. 3 cars all on the edge, giving it all their best and looking for the win here for Race of Champions, Race 4 here at Brands Hatch.
Last lap around, Van Gisbergen was a lot quicker than Hampstead, so he's gaining a little bit of time. Fastest man on track last time around, though, was Justin Ruggier.
Madison Down, he's all over the back of Ruggier. Geez, Madison's trying every trick in the book. You can see what sort of advantage he gets. You can see that's that little bit of a toe there with the slipstream. Doesn't want to run too wide off onto the grass, and we've already seen what happens there. Oh, Ruggier!
Oh!
Contact there! Down didn't meet it! Ruggier had a moment, and Down did everything he could, but just tagged the back of him.
Wow. We knew it was going to happen at some point. Van Gisbergen now gets a spot from Ruggier as well. Unlucky for Justin. Big moment.
Yeah, you can see Justin just as on exit there. He got real sideways, crossed up, and there was nothing Madison could do. He just tried his best to avoid it, but unfortunately made contact, and that was the end of Ruggier.
Lucky he didn't give him a bigger hit because that would have caused a lot of damage to both their cars. I think he's done a pretty good job to get away with it as well as both of them have. But Justin's now joined back. Oh, Madison's off! He's in the fence! He's in hard!
Fence.
That's the end of Madison Down's attempt at winning Race of Champions 4. Massive damage to his car.
He's just run wide, he's got crossed up on the grass, and then round he goes into the fence, couldn't do anything about it, and that is Race of Champions over for Madison Down.
This is now Richard Hampstead's to win / lose. Battle for second is between Van Gisbergen, Ruggier and McLaughlin, 3 teammates who all want to win more than anything else. Who would ahead of Van Gisbergen? He'll get out of the way. Justin using as much tow as he can as well. What a race we've seen so far, boys.
I can't believe it. We've had everything. Who would have thought it's just the dramas that we've seen? Ruggier having contact with him down and then down having his moment.
Oh, Shane! Oh, don't run that wide.
So as the guys cross the line, it's Richard Hampstead, a healthy margin over Shane Van Gisbergen, 4.3 seconds in second, and then Justin Ruggier in third, Scott McLaughlin fourth, Mitchell Abel rounding out your top 5.
Unlucky for Madison. That was an awesome battle that he's had all race.
It's very rare that we see a mistake from Madison Down, isn't it? So, yeah, he'd be kicking himself. He was having a great tussle there, and obviously wouldn't have liked the contact between him and Ruggier, but that was just a racing incident, unfortunately.
Something's happened to McLaughlin.
No,
Dropping back through the field. Yep. Yeah, he's had a big moment.
He's lost it.
Yeah, he's lost it altogether. All by himself too.
Dave Hingston's had a moment there as well.
The Scotty now back to 6th position. Mitch Abril back up to 4th. Christian Elwood in 5th. And McLaughlin's actually lost it twice. Within 2 corners, McLaughlin spun around twice. He's practicing to be a ballerina, I think.
The man on the move too, although he's running out of laps, Shane Van Gisbergen, he was a whole second quicker than Richard Hampstead last lap round.
3 laps to go, 3 seconds behind, gaining a second a lap. Last lap, it will be on. I'm not very good at maths, but that's something I can add up. Scotty Max off again. Scotty into the fence. That might actually be a bigger hit than before.
Tell you what, boys, visually, I think that margin's starting to close between Hampstead and Van Gisbergen. Van Gisbergen real hungry to get the win. He's obviously in the right spot to take the overall round for Race of Champions 4, but what he wants is that win. Then if he gets this win now, that'll be 4 straight wins in Race of Champions. That gap now, 2.9 seconds to Richard Hampstead. Last
2 laps
round,
to go.
a 21.0 for Shane Van Gisbergen over Hampstead's 21.5, so he made half a second on that lap.
Not enough. He's got to gain a little bit more. Hope that Hampstead makes a small mistake, but it's definitely not over. Top 10 at the moment is Hampstead, Van Gisbergen, Ruggier, Abril, Elwood, Rob Hartley up to 6th now, McLaughlin 7th, James Stevenson in 8th, Craig Spark in 9th, and Matthew Nethercote in 10th position.
Tell you what, boys, I can't look away from this Van Gisbergen battle. He's really hunting down. That gap is visually getting closer and closer.
Wouldn't want to be looking in the mirrors if you're Richard Hampstead, because you'll get a big fright. Be the last lap where they cross the line. Want it to be less than 1.5 seconds, and he's got a real chance at the last corner.
So last lap round, it was 2.9 seconds between Richard.
We've lost Sandman there. I think he's going to get a soother. It's down to 1.9 seconds now, so he's gained a second. You there, Sandman?
Okay.
There we go, we got you.
Yeah, a couple of technical glitches there, but 1.9 seconds now.
Don't know if it's going to be enough, but he's given it the best chance he can. A 120.8 that lap around. He's a second quicker than the next car on track.
Oh, he's gone! Van Gisbergen's thrown it all away! It's race over for Van Gisbergen!
Will he get it back to the pits, and will he get it to the line high enough to win Race of Champions? Has he got damage to his car? It looks okay.
I think he managed to keep it off the wall, but Ruggier got past him, so he's now back in third now. He's got Abril all over the back of him.
Not over this Race of Champions. If something happens to Van Gisbergen here, Ruggier could win Race of Champions.
But the man up front, Richard Hampstead's done everything right. There's been fair share of drama, there's been spins and all sorts of things, but it's Richard Hampstead will come out of the last turn and take Race of Champions, win, and race number 4 here at Brands Hatch in the Star Mazda.
Congratulations to Richard Hampstead. Gets a little bit of a push from Marlon over the line, but Justin Ruggier comes across second. Van Gisbergen just gets Abril. Nothing between those guys. What was the official gap? 2/100ths of a second. Christian Elwood finishes in 5th. Rob Hartley in 6th. What a race, boys. What a race.
Definitely had everything, didn't it? We saw contact, we saw leaders throwing it all away, and at the end of the day, it was Richard Hampstead come through with the goods.
Scott McLaughlin finishes in 7th. James Stevenson in 8th. Craig Spark in 9th. Matthew Nethercote will come across the line in 10th position. Osborne currently 11th. Sorry, Madison Down currently 11th. Chris Osborne 12th position. Marty Atkins in 13th. John Emerson, the last driver on the lead lap, in 14th position, just limping it home to the line. But what a fantastic race.
Yeah, that sort of racing really underlines what Race of Champions is all about. You know, we saw so many drivers mixing it up. We had the top 10 reversed from qualifying, and really it was great. And then obviously throw into the mix, we had a safety car as well, so it really did have everything.
Fantastic racing tonight. I think both races tonight were what we wanted and what Race of Champions is all about, after a little bit of sooking going on last night after Race of Champions. But fantastic to watch tonight. Loved every minute of the racing tonight. We'll run through the results of this race. Richard Hampstead wins it from Justin Ruggier and Shane Van Gisbergen. Mitch Abril in 4th. Christian Elwood 5th. Rob Hartley 6th. Scott McLaughlin 7th. James Stevenson, Craig Spark and Matthew Nethercote, the top 10. Madison Down worked his way back. He dropped back to about 15th position. Worked back up to 11th after his damage. Chris Osborne, Marty Atkins, John Emerson, Marlon McMullen, Michael Fabian, Dave Hingston, Clayton Brooks, Simon Black, James McKnight, Stuart Wood, John Latham, Nathan Britton, Lee Ellis, John O'Barry, Terry Nightingale Jr., Sean Kelly, Josh Muggleton, unlucky tonight, Damien Butler, Brad Ryan, Lewis Dodamita, Anton De Pasquale, Rob Bleat, Daniel Bryant, Matthew Hill, Mitchell McLeod, Chris Tarrant, Guy Leach, Dylan Carroll and Benjamin Rothberg.
There you go, mate. 2 nights of fantastic racing over 4 races. Just brilliant effort. You know, Chris and everyone involved have to be super proud. And I know the drivers look forward to it each and every 12 or 13 weeks. And I mean, no doubt everyone's already looking forward to a V8 supercar season just around the corner. But everyone's already looking forward to Race of Champions 5.
Yeah, well, fingers crossed. I think we've got the Race of Champions champion about to come and join us. Drag the boys in. Congratulations, Shane, Race of Champions winner.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it was awesome. Awesome couple of races. I would have liked to have got that last one to make it a complete, but yeah, it was pretty awesome. Good event. Thanks to everyone.
Brilliant effort, mate. We knew you would have been keen to take the clean sweep, but heck of a race, mate. You were having a red-hot go there towards the end, chasing down Hampstead. It was a second a lap there at one stage.
Yeah, earlier on, bloody Barry tipped into my left rear at the end of the straight and stuffed all my wing, I think, and all my toe, so it was quite bent, but seemed to be able to pull good speed. And then at the end, I just had a go and tried to catch up. Probably didn't need to, but yes, pretty stoked to take it out again.
Pretty dominant the first 3 races, mate. Any plan beforehand, or just went out there and had some fun?
Nah, just more throttle, less brake. But had some support from Magic Mike in the team speak. So thanks there, Barry.
It would have been heart and mouth stuff too when you saw the top 10 reversed after that stunning effort in qualifying, mate. We rode with you at Brands Hatch when you grabbed that pole position, and then you find yourself starting in 10th.
Yeah, I just did a slow lap to start with because there's normally a reverse grid. And I was sitting like 19th or something, and then I thought, I may as well give it a go. And then on the last lap, put it on pole, and it was a reverse top 10, not a full field, so I was happy with that.
Yeah, we've got official results have just come through. Justin Ruggier, second position, mate. Well done.
Cheers, man. It was an eventful race, that one. Not a way I wanted to finish, especially when I was leading the race and looped it, and then in the process took Madison out. So sorry, Madison, for that. Wasn't intentional. Just messed up the corner and obviously looped it, and he was very close to me and ended up touching me. So I apologise about that.
Mate, it was brilliant racing to watch. That battle between you, Down and Hampstead, just sensational. You guys were really pushing 10 tenths.
It's out of all the cars, I'd say that one's probably the one I lack in. Every single lap was just a mission to keep on the track, especially when you're pushing and trying to keep Madison and stay in front of them and stay in front of Shane. So, congratulations to Shane. Well done on his second Race of Champions win, and can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, and have to wait a few more weeks, mate, and we'll be doing it all again. We've got Scott McLaughlin, third place overall. Scott, well done, mate.
Thanks, mate. It was good. Like all the boys said, it was good fun as always. So yeah, just looking forward to next season.
Mate, mixed results there and plenty of decent battles up and down the field, mate. I think Race of Champions has stood up again this season. It really does mix things up and a nice mixture of car and track combos.
Yeah, it's good. The oval was a bit different. I don't think I rated that as much, but I had a bit of fun there, and so did everybody else. So I'll just congrats to Shane and all the ANZ boys. The 1, 2, 3 and the Race Champions is pretty cool. So moving on, looking forward to the next week 13 Race of Champions 5. Hopefully there is one.
Yeah, we're hearing it's already being planned, so don't worry, boys. Madison down, fourth position overall. Not where you wanted to finish, but pretty good result after the first couple of disappointing results.
Yeah, I mean, fourth's not bad, but had a few shockers. The Radical race yesterday was a nightmare. I just may as well fitted a plough to the back of that thing off the road that often. And then obviously that Star Mazda race then didn't quite go to plan. But well done to Shane. He nearly clean swept the event. So that's just ridiculous pace in various different cars. So that's an awesome effort. But, geez, that Star Mazda race was crazy. That was an awesome battle. And fortunately just got caught up in that spin there. But racing, that's what happens. So, yeah, awesome fun.
We were saying in the commentary box that that race there with the amount of action and driver, the lead changes that we had really underlines what Race of Champions is all about. Yeah,
for sure. Like that last race was my favourite by far, and the first race, the end with Shane was pretty good. Shane was knocking on the bumper and definitely had the pace over me. So they were my two highlights, and I'm actually looking forward to going back and watching that last time the Mazda race. That was crazy.
It was awesome. Now, of course, Richard Hampstead didn't race the first two races yesterday, but good results for you tonight, mate. Well done.
Yeah, pretty happy with that second race. I couldn't readjust back to the Star Mazda after the Ford GT Oval race, and I really struggled in quali, which turned out to be not such a bad thing when I found out it was reverse top 10, and got to the lead. I was really sensitive with how much the car changed when you were in the draft and when you weren't. And so when I got a bit of a lead at the start, I just had a couple of half spins and let Justin through. But when I was behind him again, I could pick it up a bit. But unfortunately, Mad got through, and then they both had some issues, and I was probably gifted the win a bit in the end. But yeah, I'm not going to complain.
It's always good when sometimes you get gifted those wins. It was a heck of a battle, brilliant to watch. And then, like you said, the world opened up for you, and a nice little gap over Shane, and brought it home. Nice work, mate. Yeah,
it was really, really fun race. It's a really good car track combo, I reckon. Probably one of the better ones we've done in Rock.
Yeah, great. Now, the brains child of Race of Champions, Chris Tarrant, joins us again. Chris, congratulations on a great event, mate.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. Thanks, guys. Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun, that's for sure. There's some really tough cars and tracks in there, so some we will use again and some we won't. So, but bottom line, just thought I'd come over here and once again thank everyone, especially the V8 Online guy, everyone that supported, which was a lot of donations. And I'll tally up the final donations, but it was a bit over $3,300 raised for the Cancer Council. So ultimately, that's the good news out of it all. So, but yeah, good fun.
Mate, no doubt I talk on behalf of everyone involved. We can't thank you enough for putting this all together. We have an absolute ball each and every 13 weeks or so, and it was just an absolute highlight when it was just a nice little touch when we decided to sort of put our heads together and raise a couple of dollars for the Cancer Council. And like you said, it's cancer has probably touched us all in some way, shape or form, and absolutely brilliant effort. And I can't thank you enough for putting this all together, mate. Absolutely brilliant. You should be so proud.
Yeah, cheers. Like I said, it was certainly a team effort, so which is the best thing about this. And yeah, as for Rock 5, like I said, there's some stuff in there that's it looks good anyway. Put it that way. So a few little changes, which we'll let everyone know about, and really appreciate the effort from everyone behind the scenes. It was a good event. Thanks heaps.
Thanks heaps for all the work you've done, Chris. I know how much you've put into it. So awesome work over the last 4, and look forward to number 5.
Yeah, see if I can upset a few more drivers. I'll
well, I'm sure you
plenty
will.
enough. So yeah.
Why not, mate? Why not?
Yeah.
We might wrap it up. Thanks heaps to everyone who's joined us throughout the last 2 nights. We'll be back for our next broadcast on Wednesday night. Thanks once again, Sandman, for all of your hard work over the last 2 nights.
No worries, mate. Thank you. And a big thanks, obviously, to Seb behind the scenes. Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely loved Race of Champions like I always do. Super pumped for a brand new season of V8 Supercars for Season 2 for 2013. A couple of driver swaps. And, yeah, I think we've got some exciting racing in front of us.
Yeah, can't wait. I think Seb's going to go and have a lie down. He's got an ice cream headache from trying to work out what to do in that last race. So well done, Seb. Thanks to all the drivers. Thanks to everyone involved behind the scenes for an awesome event. Next broadcast is Wednesday night, Race to Reality, from just before 9 p.m. Sydney time. Thursday night, we're back for round 1 of the Australian-New Zealand Grand Am from 8:45, 80 minutes of Spa-Francorchamps. And then next Monday night, live 7:30 for our pre-race show. 25 laps of Laguna Seca, first time the V8 Supercar's been there in 2 years, will be epic. Thanks heaps for watching, guys. This has been Race of Champions 4, your overall winner, Shane Van Gisbergen.
Power.
Josh Muggleton taking the win at Homestead Miami Speedway in the Legends. Richard Hampstead and Madison Down